Hey there, Nishant Maheshwari this side. Welcome to DevOps Maheshwari. In this session, we'll be creating AWS EC2 instance, creating a fresh instance. In that fresh instance, we'll be configuring standard security for inbound requests. Inbound request are the request that comes to a particular server. Suppose I'll reach a server through a particular port, I'll send a particular request, so that's the scenario. So in that case, we will be enabling two ports, HTTPS and HTTP, that is for 443 and 80 respectively. We will be configuring standard storage. We will be configuring SSH key. We will create a different SSH session in this case. So let's deep dive in. Here's our dashboard. So let's go to a standard AWS dashboard. This is how it looked like. Now by a process EC2. This is the standard AWS EC2 dashboard. Various options are there, documentations are there, references are there. You can go through that later on. I'll quick jump to instances. Here are instances. So one is running, that is consuming the cost, that is T2 micro. One I have terminated. Availability zone I have set, that is default. So it comes from here. So IP address are allocated, some default settings are there. So this launch instance, click on this. You can select how many instances you want to launch. Right now we are launching only one instance. Let's name it as AWS publish 2. Okay, here are the operating systems you can choose. So macOS is there, Ubuntu is there, Windows, Red Hat, SUSE, Debian. AWS offers free tier, Ubuntu offers free tier, Red Hat, SUSE, Debian. macOS is not offering any free tier. So running an instance of this would cost you. Let's choose Ubuntu here. So this is the type. You can read about that. This is the image. Here the instance type. So various instance type are there. 48 PU, 96 GB memory. It comes with a cost. So pricing you can see here. On demand. So right now I'm choosing T2 micro, that is free tier. So let's select keep it default. Here I was talking about key pair for SSH. Various key pairs are there. We can use that if we are already having that. So right now I'm having various keys, but I'll not go through that. I'll create a new key pair. You can have a single key pair and connect multiple instances. There's no restriction. So let's create a new key pair. We'll demonstrate that in different session that how key pairs are different. So let's go with default AWS 2. AWS 2. Yeah, 2. It will be created, it will be downloaded. We have to give that permission to access. Security group we have to leave as it is. I'll go through that in next session in same video. Let's go to this. This is our volume configuration, maximum or minimum. So minimum is 8. We have to keep 8. We can choose different volumes depending upon the we can choose different types, volume types, depending upon the session, depending upon the cost. So that's fine, you can read about that later on. Let's launch an instance. It will take a while. Yeah, so this instance has been given this unique instance ID that plays an important role in overall if you are developing an infrastructure, creating various use cases. So just click on this. So we have got I private IP address, public IP address, DNS, public, private. Yeah. Let's go to security. So let's not directly go to that. Let's go to instance. So this is our instance table. It is showing pending. Let's refresh it. It's pending. It has to be created. Meanwhile, it is creating. Let's select this and let's configure the security. Whatever I have said here, configuring standard security for inbound request. This is our inbound security rules, security groups. This is the default security group attached with the instance. Let's modify this inbound. So we have to edit the inbound rules. Let's click on that. SSH is default because we have to connect to the instance. So SSH has to be enabled. That is fine. Let's add a rule for HTTP first. HTTP, yeah. From IP4, let's name it as HTTP. It's an optional. Let's add for HTTPS. HTTPS, that's fine. Let's from IP4, that's fine. Let's save this. So this security group has been configured with these rules. So any request comes to port 80 or port 443, that instance can respond. If any service is not running on that instance, so it will not respond. It will give some default code, status code. But yeah, that also comes with vulnerabilities. So we have to, whenever we are developing anything, or we are deploying anything, or we are configuring infrastructure for any specific use case, we have to ensure proper security. So that's it in this session. So let's go to instance. Yeah, our instance is running. Let's try to connect that. We have different options. See the session manager, SSH client, that I've said that that key has been downloaded here. We have to get that permission to modify the permission to 400 for security purposes. We can create connect with the DNS. We'll show that in another session. Serial console, we can do that. Let's do with a default web console. Let's connect. Hey, those instance ready. So let's get information about operating system. Here you can read about that. So we can, I think we can wrap up this session. From here as well, we can select that we can reboot the instance if any update is necessary of any use case is there. You can stop instance because continuously running instance will cost you. Even it is a free tier, but it has some limitations. And we have option for termination. Let's terminate this instance. It will not consume cost further. It will be terminated. Yeah, it is shutting down as an instance state. So let's sit and watch this. Yeah, let's refresh this. I think instance has been gone. Yeah, it is shutting down. It will later come to this terminated state. So that's it in this video. Thanks for watching. We'll be introducing more concepts in our next session. Thanks.